football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here's Nico Rumihio. Duke the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his fourth consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a fourth Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it.
First play of the game and already an incredible catch. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They motion the tight end over. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now their opening drive's certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Jaguars, 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. gun to give to ETN. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Little knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. Jukes one defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and run. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 48. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And nail Johnny on the spot.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Counter give here to Pacheco. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chiefs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To the air, Mahomes. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Throwing again, Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Butker knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Now look underneath here for ETN. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Now again, it's ETN headed left. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 36. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He sends this one to the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Mahomes. Leads him on the quick hitter. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Jukes out a one-stop. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 20. And a first down, Chiefs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Juju. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Kansas City.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
First down from the red zone. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. We'll go with Hunt on the run. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs grow their early lead to 13. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
17. Jaguars 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 31. He keeps it and takes off.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 17-3 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a one-score game in the first half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars chunk the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 10.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Mejia with the return. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Run with Gray. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes completed over the middle. And he pushes pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action, Mahomes. Kelsey's got him right side. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Stopped by Foye Oluoku.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another throw for Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Move the chain! Gotta move the chain! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Jaguars 10.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30.
Oh my God!
Let's
fucking go! I know Gibby's gonna be happy. I know Gibby's gonna be
When
fucking
it's
happy.
set up perfectly, Brock, you get an exciting return man back there feeling
What a
it.
crazy
There are
kickoff
not many plays in
return.
football
That's the
more
first time
exciting
that's
than
happened
taking a
on
kick
stream
back for
or in
6.
one of the videos that I
Find
ever
those
recorded.
blockers,
Holy
follow
shit,
those blockers,
that was insane.
and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 17.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Mejio with the return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Ball at the 33 for first down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make the play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. First down, Kansas City.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Right back to Pacheco. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. They'll go. It's Mahomes. That's cut beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Pacheco again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. Back-to-back runs stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. The ball is out! Oh, the Jags got it! All right, so they're facing 4th down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing it. After that sideline right there saved them on the fumble.
Yeah, saved them, Kate, not just on the field, as you're saying, but on the scoreboard. Would have hurt to fumble it away inside field goal range. Thanks to that ball bouncing out, we get a chance to try a field goal, or who knows, maybe even go for it.
Butker knocks it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Kate, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead, but you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence working from the gun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars reduce the lead to just 4. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game.
27. Jaguars 24.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Mejio with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes now. He finds Kelsey running the slant. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14. 1st down, Chiefs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, ball at the 36. Looking to throw Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down carry for Pacheco. Works his way to the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Hunt up the middle. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
That ended up being a failure right up front. The entire play, when you get in these goal-to-go situation, hinges on that initial surge. It gives some credit to the defense. They win right there at the point of attack, and because of it, well, that play goes backwards.
Here's Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making a 9-point advantage. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
34. Jaguars 24.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Juke the defender. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. They've got first down from the 31. Inside handoff goes to ETN. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go right back to ETN. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now a carry by ETN. And he gets a few on the plays forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Okay, he's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He's got Thomas on a slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars at a deficit. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Lawrence trying again on 2nd. He gets this one to Strange. Wow, he's about as close to the 1st as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's 3rd down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Able to find Strange here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a one-score game before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game.
Jaguars 31.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. He's going to keep it this time. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He gets this one to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Kansas City.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points going into the break. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Butker knocks it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios of the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Lawrence to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Man-to-man coverage, it does not have to last forever. It just needs to last long enough for one of those rushers to reach the quarterback. Cover guys did their jobs, and so did he in dropping the quarterback.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Chiefs aren't headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Throw in from near his own goal line. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running is Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll send their tight end right. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes fits it through the middle. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Got his man, that's Brown again. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for two.
The Chiefs will
Again, Mahomes to throw. And he's into the end zone for two. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Chiefs 45, Jaguars 31.
Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Slot man motioned over. Throwing his Lawrence on 3rd down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 27. Lawrence is hit. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry. The
Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. They'll muster a little down to the 30. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Called in by Worthy, right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He's running for it. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Motioning one of the tight ends. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
52. Jaguars 31.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jaguars send Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again, following the sack. He's got time here. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Pacheco will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
59. Jaguars 31.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over.
The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He finds Brown right side. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 28. Lawrence is hit. The ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Lawrence. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
The Jaguars in a punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Going on the run. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46, 3rd down.
Devin Lloyd on the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Kansas City.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
19 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. They'll run. This is Gray. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Butker knocks it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lawrence now off the play action. He's running with it. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Lawrence working from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Lawrence with it on 1st. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
ETN, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Lawrence. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Got his man, that's Brown again. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Mahomes to throw for it. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs. Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
1st down, Kansas City.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead.
Jaguars 31.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kid, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 32 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Running back sent in motion. Lawrence again here, 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They're going to try with ETN. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And this gain almost goes all the way for that 1st down. He gets it up to the 26.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a toss to Pacheco. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Who else? Kelsey's got another. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the play. And listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, This quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career.
Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. All right, here we go. Second down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Caught by Washington, left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Washington. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Lawrence now off the play action. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Yo, I know I'd be talking
They
about.
go play action. Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I just wanted to say, I think
Go air it
the
out
fact
on
that we
2nd
have
down rather than just play
950 views
conservative
on
and run
this
it.
stream
They hit a
is
weak point in the
absolutely
coverage and
insane. I
don't
love
need
y'all
to worry
for
about
coming
3rd
out
down
and
at
watching
all.
this simulation.
They've got
I
first
will
down
see y'all
from the
Thursday
31.
for the Eagles.
Lawrence, a quick
Giants.
throw
I think
out
we'll beat the
wide.
Giants.
And he stopped just before he
Anyway,
reaches the
I'll
red
see y'all
zone
Thursday
at
for the
the
Thursday
21.
night football game.
Oh, man, these are the kind
got
of
all
plays you can't wait to get on
for the
film
rest of
and
the
watch
season.
the next
I'll
day.
see y'all
Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.